Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here hanging out with you today. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Let me know. Give me some quick feedback. Type in the chat where you're tuning in from in the world. If you are a Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP member or not, let me know super quickly just so we can get started here. What's up? What's up? Let's see how we look on YouTube here. Looks like we are on Facebook as well. Okay. Let's see. It looks like it's going live soon on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe something went weird there. All right. So I'm going to read the chat super quickly. Let's go to banners and let's just say, what's up, Learn Auto Body and Paint VIP members. Thank you for streaming with us today. Even if you're not a VIP, I want to say thank you for streaming with us. And if you're totally brand new, you've never been on the stream before, you can go to learnautobodyandpaint.com to get more information on learning how to customize and trick out your ride and even make money with this unique skill set. So I just wanted to put that in the chat here. Seems like everybody can hear me okay. So let's see what we got. Thomas Husky. Hey, Tony, I finally made it. Thanks for the invite. VIP Tommy here in North Carolina. Mad Max says I'm ready. Joseph, what's up? Alberto, what's up? Rick, hey guys, Rick here in Texas. We got Ted Castillo. What's up, Ted? Thomas says, what is color sanding? So color sanding sounds kind of weird. Like, what do you like? What's color sanding? So basically, color sanding is sanding. Okay, it's sanding your clear coat. Let me get comfortable. It's sanding your clear coat after you sprayed your paint. After you did your paint job. Okay, after you did your base and your clear coat, when you're sanding that clear coat, it's called color sanding. I don't know why, but well, it's a step because sanding is sanding. Color sanding is when you're in the final stages of painting. You know what I mean? So when you're ready to buff, you do your color sanding and buffing to get to a high glass finish if that's what you're looking for. And then you got your custom showroom project. Is everybody getting that? Harold Schwinn, VIP Kansas. What's up? What's up? Rick Jelliston says, start with 1500 grit wet sandpaper to knock down surface, then 2000 for perfect look. Then get wool pad on your buffer and start working on your shine. Follow up with superfine polish and pad to finish. And I like to follow up at the last step with my foam pad. And we're going to be doing videos on this again and very shortly. I got an email. Okay, we're gonna get into the Q&A. I got some emails, some VIPs writing in some emails. But other than that, let's just say what's up to Thomas, Kelvin, Florida Custom Fab. What's up, Russ? He says loud and clear. We got global exploring Steve from Florida, lifetime VIP. Stephen Mitchell, lifetime VIP. Yelm, Washington. Gilberto, Jeff Schubert, what up, what up? Charles Carter, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Joe from Ghana. As long as you're not from gonorrhea. Gary Burgess, VIP, North Carolina. Gavin Sigamoney, lifetime VIP from South Africa. What's up, peeps? Tony B. Ritchie, did you get new ink on your right arm? No. Same stuff. Same stuff on my right arm and on my left arm. No new ink yet. Maybe later. All right, let's see here. Okay, cool, guys. So what I'm going to do quickly, so it seems like everybody is, we got Bill Taylor says lifetime VIP from the Wintry North. Okay, shoot with your questions, guys. Shoot with your questions. So what I'm going to do quickly right now is share my screen because I want to show you a couple emails that came in from VIPs. Just two simple emails. I'm going to share my screen here, and then I'm just going to show you this. I wanted to share this with you here. We got Rick says, hey, just base coat and clear coated my firewall and undercarriage for my 37 Wild Rod kit car. Wow. Paint and clear laid on very nicely. I will wet sand and buff next week and then get the body back to rolling chassis, which I have already completed. Appreciate all the help. Thank you, Rick Justin. So, Rick, it looks like you painted the red firewall and underneath. Are you going to be painting the outside of this thing? This gloss primer looking color that you have there? Or what's the story with that? Because I was going to tell you, like, I don't know what you're doing with the project, but I was going to say, don't color sand and buff it until you're completely done painting. So it looks like you got some overspray in this on the back of the car here where the license plate is. Let me see if I could make that bigger for everybody. What I was going to say is, you know, if you're going to be painting the outside part here, right, sand it, okay, and you could roll a soft edge underneath here, and then you could paint the rest of it red, okay, then do your buffing. Like, I don't know what your plans are, but I'm thinking it should be the same color. You know, I don't know, but all I wanted to say was do your color sanding and buffing last, okay? Don't do like the jams and then or underneath and then color sand and buff and then do the painting on the outside. Okay, that's the last step of the process, color sanding and buffing. All right. That's all I wanted to say. So I'm going to go ahead and cross this out and we'll get back to you in the chat. And then Patty says, Tony, can we talk about oxidation, water spots, when to use compound, what brand and cut, clay bar or sand, what grit? Thank you very much, Patty. So we'll talk about Patty's question as well. I think we'll stop sharing the screen here. I think, okay, so let's just go back to, let's get back to Rick, foam pad for sure. So Rick, let me know if you have any, yes, that's gel coat, painted areas that I could not while on frame. Okay. So it seems like you know what you're doing and you're good. Okay, cool, Rick. Now, Patty says, if you are fast and careful, you can use wheel acid and do a fast acid wash, gloves, and be fast, and will remove water spots without having to buff or polish. That's, oh, I thought that was Patty. That's Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete. I've never tried that. What type of acid? Wheel acid. Okay, wheel acid. Yeah, you guys got to be careful. I tried vinegar before because, you know, vinegar eats up calcium buildup and minerals and stuff like that. I've tried a 100% vinegar wash on very, very bad water spots, and it really didn't do much. Really didn't do much. It was still there. And I have the perfect example of this on my BMW i3 outside in the garage. So I plan on making videos on that like as soon as next week to get some new content out for you guys. We're going to try a few different methods and we're going to get these water spots out of the car. Very, very bad water spots, like very bad. Like I think it was sitting in the line of where a sprinkler system was set, you know, in a parking lot, wherever they parked, or, you know, on a property, wherever they parked it. And it just got sprinkled on and then dried, sprinkled on and then dried for years. It looks pretty bad. I mean, the car is a 2016, but the water spots are really only on one side of the car. They're on like the front windshield, the right side, and then the right side of the car and part of the back. Very bad. So we're going to do like an in-depth water spot removal just to give you guys an idea of how to get it done with a regular foam pad, wet sand it, foam pad, and wool pad and then foam pad. You guys get it? So we're going to be doing that. Maybe we could try the acid like Pistol Pete was saying on a spot. You know, we could try vinegar on the spot and just show you kind of if it's working or not. You know what I mean? And go from there. It's very, very bad water spots. Like it really looks like to me that it has to be sanded off at 2000 and then buffed out. Pistol Pete said, been doing it for 15 years. Vinegar won't work. It only helps for flash rust. Wheel acid and 4-to-1 water work super fast along with iron buildup. What brand should I look for, Pistol Pete? I'll look it up right now. And then what do I do with that? Like 4 parts wheel acid, 1 part water. Is that the mixture you're telling me? 4-to-1? I will try it. Guys, click that like button. Arnold says click the like button. Gavin Sigamoney, I received some good news the other day. My VIP shirt is on the way in transit. Zoolaa is king. Yeah, Pistol Pete, you can order Paradice Garage shirts and caps from Tony, from Tony the Man. So, Patty, I'm going to be doing an in-depth video on your question there, okay? Again, I can test out Pistol Pete's recommendation. I just need the specific product. Pistol Pete, if you can get me the specific product, that would be great. So I can test it out and see if it works on the BMW project. If not, I know the old color sanding and buffing trick will work. And normally, Patty, when taking out water spots, you're going to basically just use a 2000 grit sandpaper. 2000 grit sandpaper, and you will be 100% okay. It'll take it out, and then you just buff it out. Bo Duke says, what's up, Tony? What do you think about Apollo 2 3000 turbine system? Seems to be cheaper than getting a good compressor and guns. Bo Duke, I wish I had the answer for you. I do not know the answer for that because I don't have a turbine system. I just think turbine systems are okay, but if you really want the pressure, get a good old 60-gallon air compressor, you know, especially if you're working on cars and you need pressure, you know, to take off some lug nuts or use a tool to cut something. You know, turbine system doesn't have that force pressure that a good old fashioned, you know, air compressor has. But once we get to that, I'll keep you posted. So good news, everybody, on the property, on Paradice Garage. Very good news. We pretty much closed on it today, yesterday and today. Right? We signed yesterday. They funded it today. So things are going through. And we record on Monday. It's a weird process here in Hawaii, let me tell you. But it's all packed and sealed in the bag. So really, really, you know, made some progress. I'm happy. I'm like relieved. You know, it's been a very rough and rocky 6 weeks. Thank you, Patty. Like just dealing, you know, negotiating, figuring out what we're going to do with the tenants. They're actually going to be out by the 15th. So we will have possession of the property on the 15th. And if you guys, like I said I would take you guys on the tour. I would take you through the project. I'll show you the house revamp that we're going to do. I'll show you the home. I'll show you what we got for the price in Hawaii. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's so expensive. And it's literally true because you get a shack in Hawaii for what you can get a mansion with in Texas. Like I was looking at prices and it is ridiculous, you know, but it is what it is. I guess you pay for the price of living in paradise, you know? Okay. So let's go back here. Yeah, the property, we got it, guys. I'm very, very happy. I'm like relieved and I'm like tired at the same time. Jeff says 28 degrees here in Ohio. Super sucks. Can't wait till spring to paint my Camaro again. I feel for you, Jeff. I feel for you. AA, don't worry, guys. We're going to go down the questions right now. We're going to go down. If Arnold can help you, Arnold will help you out. Mr. Ricchetti here, our VIP moderator. Stephen Mitchell also just said something different. Minor water spots can be removed with carbonated water as it's mild carbonic acid. Well, maybe that works with mild. You know, if people want to try that, you guys can try it. But dude, the water spots on this car that I got, heavy duty water spots. Like it stained the glass. It's so bad. The glass got etched, I think. I don't know. It looks horrific. Okay, when spraying primer, base, and clear, for the first coat has to be a light coat, correct? Primer, I mean, it's always good to lay your first coat just tacky, you know, like dry, you know, not like wet. You're not going to soak it on, just to see how it sets on. It's always good for your first coat to be like a light coat. And then you go on heavier on the second coat. Okay. It's always good to do that. It's good practice. You know, it will help with, you know, avoiding an issue if it seems like you're going to have an issue. You know, you're not going to be, you know, knee deep into a chemical reaction. You'll kind of see it and then you'll be like, okay, well, let me maybe quickly wax and grease it again, or let me just water sand it out, or let me just keep dusting it to make it lay on right, you know? Arnold said the same thing. Okay. But guys, if you're confident that the paint's going to lay on well, you could go on a good medium coat from the beginning, especially with primer. You know, most times you're not going to get a reaction if you're doing it right with primer. It's going to lay on good. Okay. And if you're following the protocol, making sure that you waxed and greased before you're painting, you know, you're using a clean rag, your neighbor or your body shop next door, the mechanic shop, nobody's spraying WD, or you got silicone in the air or anything, or you didn't touch wax and touch the car, or eat a grilled cheese sandwich and then touch the car. You know what I mean? Then you should be okay. You know, you don't have to worry about any issues. But we're going to get more into that once we start, you know, painting some projects again, little by little. Tony Pyro, what is the painting order on classic cars that need dash trim inside painted? Paint interior first, and then back mask doors, windshield, front rear trunk, then paint exterior, or do the opposite? Okay, Tony, it's really up to you. I like to do the interior and door jambs and under the hood and all that at one shot, and then I'll do the body. The other way is to do everything at one shot, which I've done many times as well. So if you feel like you can do it, you know, it's going to be a lot of painting. It's going to be a few hours of painting. Easy 3 hours of painting. If you're going to go do all that, okay, it could get into 4 hours. Custom colors, 2 tones, it's going to be even more. 6 hours you'll be in there. But it's all up to you. I like to start inside, you know, hit the metal rails on the door panel, you know, the doors, the metal dash. You know, you could do all the door jambs. You could do under the hood, engine bay, trunk, get all that, let it dry, sand off the overspray, mask it up, and then do the outside of the body. You know, that's a way to do it. Hopefully that helps. Tony Pyro, did that help? Let me know. Guys, if you're on here, if you're liking the content, please give a quick like. If you're totally new watching the show, you've never been on before, do go to learnautobodyandpaint.com right over here to get a free 85-page auto body guide, as well as more auto body training. And if you guys are looking for awesome spray guns and tools, definitely check out our sponsors at Zoolaa.com. They got amazing products, especially that cool-ass GunBudd Ultra lighting system. All right, so let's go back to the stream here. Thank you, Patty, for the congratulations. Sammy Kinman says, I have a 1970 Challenger RT. Would like to acid dip my Challenger once it's acid dipped the car. What do I do next? I would like to use PPG Refinish Automotive. After you do that, acid dip and basically clean it to the metal. That's what you're saying, right? You'd want to use an epoxy primer and go over all of that, and then followed by a 2K filler primer on top of all of that. Okay, 2-3 coats each. Thomas Husky says, I want to get an 80-gallon 7.5 2-stage from Quincy. That's a beautiful compressor, man. That's hardcore. I wish I could get something like that here, but like shipping to Hawaii is ridiculous. Super ridiculous. And I'm just going to have to shop from local inventory. Okay. Ellen Hatcher, thank you. Congrats. The tenants pack up. They are packing up, and they are leaving very, very soon, by the 15th. Jeff Schubert says, I agree with medium coats for primers. And you could even do a medium coat with single stage. Like when I whacked the CRV project, guys, you know, I just went straight full on thick coat, first coat, because I knew the car was clean. I knew the bodywork was good. I knew that it was going to cover, you know, I just went for it. You know, I did test it out on the bumper cover a little bit, see how it laid out, and then I just rocked it, you know, 2 heavy coats. Sinformant says, fixing a dent in a motorcycle tank that is down to bare metal. Should I body fill the dent first, then primer, or primer, then fill the dent? Fill the dent on top of metal, then primer it. Okay, put the body filler right over metal. Rick Jelliston, the only reason I'm sanding and buffing firewall is that I will not be able to reach it once it's mounted on the frame due to LT4 supercharger blocking access. Makes sense, Rick. Makes sense. So do what you got to do. Just make sure that when you paint again, everything's clean. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have a problem, because if you're using non-silicone products, you should be fine. Harold Schwinn says, I bought an Atom X27 Spray Gun. Hold on a second. Okay. With a 1.4 tip. Do I need to get a 1.3 for base coat? I received a 2.0 for primer. You could paint both base coat and clear coat with a 1.3 or 1.4. However, I might recommend you to get a 1.3 just so you can see how it sprays out. You know, a lot of people, like I've sprayed through 1.3s and 1.4s, right? And I've seen the difference, seen how it laid out. Okay. Some people, some pros like the 1.3, you know, some like the 1.4 all around. Me, I like the 1.4. Okay. So you might want to get the 1.3, play around with it. This way you can get a feel. You know, you can be like, oh, I like the way the 1.3 lays on my base coat, and the 1.4 I like for clear coat, definitely, because it lays it on. You got more material coming on. Okay. If you feel like you're getting too much material coming out with base coat with the 1.4, you can use a 1.3. But like Tony, one of my friends here, Tony with the body shop, he actually just bought another X27 with a 1.3 tip, high volume, low pressure. Okay. He needed a new gun. So it's really up to you. Arnold replied to Sinformat. Thank you, Arnold. Okay, let's go. We're going down. We're going down. What body filler brand do you recommend? I like Evercoat's a good brand. Evercoat. PPG is also a good brand. They have their little cheaper versions. You know, PPG got some good body fillers. Evercoat, Rage. Okay, those are the main ones. Somebody says, what's a good air hose size? You want to use a 3/8. Again, guys, because I'm going to be setting up shop again from ground zero, what I will do is I will start recording the process and documenting the process of getting the air compressor, getting new hose. Yeah, I got nothing. I literally have nothing at this point. So I will, and we're going to start Paradice Garage, guys, in literally a 600 square foot little garage. Maybe it's like 550, give or take. And that's going to be PG at the beginning, but we're going to bang out complete paint jobs out of there, complete professional A to Z. And we're going to share the process. And once things pick up, we're going to go ahead and build the real PG garage in the back of the property. And that's on the to-do list. As soon as we acquire the property, we're going to get blueprints. We're going to get an architect. We're going to start, doing all that so we can get permitting. It takes time, so we got to start on it. You know what I mean? Tony Pyro, so you are masking off all the openings inside the interior before painting inside. Yes, you are. Wow, I can't breathe. Nasty. LOL. Leave all open and deal with overspray. You could leave it all open if you want. You could leave it all open, okay, while painting. The spray will just come out the windshield. If you have your windshields out, I believe your windows are out of your car. I believe that's what I'm thinking you're dealing with. Mayan says thanks. Okay. So let's go back all the way down here. Jeff Schubert asked a question to see if Tony will know I'm here. What's up, Ronnie? I just saw that. What's up, Ronnie Flores? What's up? Long time no see. I hope you're doing great, man. Ivan Ugale. Great. I love your chats. Very good. What is the best price on the spray gun? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you're talking about the X27, this is it right here. The most popular is the low volume, low pressure for the DIY and professionals. I like the low volume, low pressure gun. Very, very good. Very, very much. What's the lowest temperature you can spray urethane? I would stick to about 70 degrees. I wouldn't go lower than 70. You could get into the 65 range, but 70 is a good area to be at. 80s also very nice. 70, 80, 85. You could get up to 95, but you're going to definitely want to use a slow. Anywhere from 80 to 95, you're going to want to use a slow. Even in 75, you'd want to use a slow. Slow is the best because it gives your paint a chance to flow out, to gloss up and not to just harden so quickly. Unless you're doing a fender, you got to get it out. Customers coming in an hour, do your fast. Okay, mix your fast hardener, fast reducer, get it done, get it out. Yo, Tony. Angel says, yo, Tony, can I paint a hood with a low volume, low pressure gun on a 15-ish gallon tank? Thanks, homie, from the 214. 15 gallons, that's a very low volume. You really don't have a lot of air packed in a 15 gallon. You could get away with it. Actually, I had a good friend of mine back in the day, like this is in 2000. He had a 15 gallon compressor and he painted his complete VW van with single stage enamel. Okay. He did it. I was right there. This is before we started recording. He got it done. You're going to have to play the catch up game, like do panel by panel and wait and, wait for the volume, but it can't be done. If you're only doing a hood, you should be okay. All right. Just make sure you lay down wet. The big mistake a lot of people make is they're spraying and they feel like they're incorrect to go back up again and hit the dry spots. Okay. So while you're spraying, make sure it's coming on glossy. If it looks dry, like a few inches up, an area that you already passed, don't be afraid to go back up and wet the hell out of it. Get it glossy, guys. That's the biggest problem for orange peel, dryness, and your paint not flowing out is you guys just don't have enough paint on it. Okay. Don't be afraid of laying it on. Is this helping everybody? You guys liking this stuff? If you do like it, hit the like button if you're on Facebook or YouTube. And also don't forget to get your free trainings at learnautobodyandpaint.com right over there. All right, so we've been on already for a half hour. That, man, time goes by super quick when you're having fun. Don't forget to sub, share, and like. Much mahalo coming from the 808 over here in Hawaii. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to get more information, just check out learnautobodyandpaint.com. I can't wait to help you. If you're a VI, if you're not a VIP, join us in VIP. There's a lot of content, a lot of new content going to come out now, guys. Since we got this new location, it's going to be epic. I'll take you all on the journey. It's going to be cool. I'm like really happy, by the way. It was an emotional roller coaster. They say entrepreneurship is like an emotional roller coaster. Man, that's nothing compared to trying to get a piece of property, that you really want to get in a place that has super low inventory, where there's really nothing there. And if you guys are interested in looking for some great spray guns, don't forget to check out Zoolaa.com. Let's go back to comments here. And that's pretty much up. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to answer a couple more questions here. Let's see. Tony Pyro says, last question, when and when not to use a sealer before base coat or base coat over your 2K primer? Does the sealer kind of hide the 2K primer if 2K is light gray and your base coat is black? So, okay, so Tony Pyro, there's something called a primer sealer, okay? Get a primer sealer by PPG. I forgot the numbers. When I get back into it, I got the cans in front of me. I'll give you the numbers, but it's basically a primer sealer, okay? To turn a filler primer into a sealer, you basically add 10% more reducer. It dries like a primer. You water sand it flat, or you could dry sand it flat with 400 grit, and you're ready for paint. You can paint right over that, okay? If you're working on a car and you really want to get a custom show job and you really have the extra budget and you want to go all out, it doesn't hurt to just put a sealer over your 2K filler primer that's ready for paint. Okay, you could put a sealer on top of that, and then you could put your base coat right on top of that. Okay, no sanding required. You could do your base, and we're gonna have examples of that as well. Okay, both methods. So so hopefully that helps. AA says, I thought medium reducer was best for 70 to 80. Yes, you could use a medium reducer as well. You could. But if you're looking, if you feel, hey, try it. Try a medium on one paint job and then try a slow on another paint job. That's all I can say. You could use a medium for 70 to 75, 80. Once you get around to 80, 85, it's a fine line. You could use a medium around 80, or you can use a slow at 80, 85. For sure, 85 slow, 90 slow, okay? All right, I'm going to head out, guys. I got to go. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I will be back next week. Can you believe it's already Thursday? God, and it's already December. Time's flying. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to drop a couple links again. Thank you, Arnold Richetti, for the help. So there's a link to Zoolaa.com. Here's another link to Learn Auto Body to get some free auto body training. And I will see you guys next week, Monday night, same time. And yeah, in a couple weeks, literally within 2 weeks, we'll have some new content. We're going to have the bus project. We're picking up the bus on the 16th, actually, that big, huge mobile bus that we're going to be pimping out somehow. And you guys are going to, pretty much see the new property and the project and all of the plans. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to chill right now and have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Arnold. Arnold, did you get your shirt yet? Let me know. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Mad Max. Smash that like button, fellas. Congratulations on the house, says Arnold. Thank you. You are awesome, man. Thank you. Gary Burgess, good night. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Peace, guys.